Anheuser-Busch.
Oh, no. Here we go again. Here we go again.
The head of marketing, take a look at her here. This woman somehow thinks or thought she knew better than the Bud Light customers themselves. Listen.
So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. What does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. We had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor. And it was really important that we had another approach.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, that's not going to work. You know, I'll tell you, there's a little too much Harvard elitism in there. The CEO of the company went to Harvard Business School as well. I mean, I'm nothing against Harvard. I'm just saying that clearly all these educational opportunities and degrees really don't do a lot in terms of helping these people to understand who their customer is.
Wait, what?
And why something like, you know, having Dylan Mulvaney come in and market the beer would be a massive problem. It is a massive problem. So many of you have reached out and you've told me some wonderful stories. Make some comments below, by the way. I always check them. You've told me about how Bud Light maybe played a big role in your life, or an Anheuser-Busch perhaps, and they've lost you. They've lost you forever as a customer. And you're already, I know, you're looking at all the other beers that they have because you don't want to drink any of them. It's kind of a betrayal, if you would, because all the things that represent America.
Where's the booze?
They're trying with their new commercial. The horses, the flags, the patriotism, all those things that Anheuser-Busch seemed to represent were just thrown out the window when they brought in this actor. And I point that out because he is an actor and he identified as gay, but now is suddenly trans. And a lot of people, even within the gay and trans community, are like, hey, who is this guy? Really? You know, Johnny Come Lately or Holly Go Lightly. He just showed up like on the scene and has been doing this in part as a bit of a shtick, they fear, just to gain more brand awareness and acceptance, which of course all these woke companies are just lining up to be part of. Well, it's amazing to see, but it's heartening to see how Americans can really take charge here and they can take this back in their own special way. I don't think her leaving the company, she said to be on, quote, a leave of absence. I'm sure it was torture for her, what she was going through, and she probably wasn't used to being in the public eye in that way. But also the company needed to do something because it didn't look like it was going so well. You just look at the numbers of sales already. We've gotten anecdotal evidence, not even anecdotal. There's been some reports that have come in showing, for example, that Bud Light sales are way down while its competitors, things like Coors Light, Molson Coors, it's ticker symbol TAP for those that are interested, they've been going way up. So people are migrating away from Bud Light to Coors Light. Understandable under the circumstances. I mean, guys are like, are you kidding me? You really think I'm going to drink this?
This is so disgusting.
So it's a great case study in how not to alienate your customer. There's a great movie, I think, with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. How to Lose Your Customers there at Bud Light in 10 days. Actually, I think they did it in like 2 days. It was pretty amazing. The backlash has been significant. They should have seen it coming. They didn't. And I don't think it's over. I actually think that Bud Light is going to continue suffering here for the foreseeable future. And more people are going to say, look, I don't want it. It was too big of a political issue. And regardless of what side of the aisle you're on or whether you're pro-trans or anti-trans, who the heck wants to drink a Bud Light knowing that it's just going to spark a whole political debate? It's not worth it. It's beer time.